Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. We're currently playing as the Digital Realm. The Digital Realm is a nation of humans. Humans focused on becoming more robotic. Currently I've got a great exploration race on. Well, race. I've got an effort of exploration that I basically am trying to complete. I basically want to get rid of some of my ships here because of course they are consuming energy and so forth. Got a few too many here. So if I do reduce that down to, let's say, 3, that should suffice for the moment. I do have some colony ships here that I would love to be able to place somewhere, but I haven't actually been able to. So here is a tropical world and an ocean world. What have we got here? Should I go for the tropical or should I go for the ocean world? Let's go for the ocean world here. I was thinking of being able to colonize it, but I don't have enough influence as of yet. Right, let's have a look at the surface of some of my planets to make sure I can maybe increase my outputs of energy or other resources somehow to help me boost those things. Right, so I can upgrade this one here, and I want to upgrade this one to a physics lab. Whoa, look at this one. Here I want to build myself a droid. The droid itself will operate the mine for me, which means of course all my human endeavors can be focused on other things. Look at the output there though, that's 9.3 collected by the population here. Our observatory actually gives us a boost, our governor gives us a boost, Titanic Life gives a boost to this as well. And of course the atmospheric hallucinogens gives another boost here. Wow. Look at that number there though. That is amazing. Alright, so what else? Can I clear more tiles here? Probably I can do. Let's maybe invest a bit more into more of our mining on this planet here. Do I not need to do that? Ore in minerals, so maybe I shouldn't even have any mines on here at all. Maybe I should just focus in on food production and so forth. I should be able to do that, so that's one of the things I will be looking at shortly. But let's first make sure we got some resources at our disposal. And I can of course clear some tiles, research again more of those anomalies. And we've encountered a new species. And of course we will have a new project to investigate them, which is a month's time that's required for that. But this planet here could actually be quite beneficial for us as well. Alright, so we gain some influence points, which is good. Ah, perfect. This one's going to focus on the engineering here. And this one is poor in minerals, so I might want to basically change some of these things over into other skills. Adaptability increase, which is good. Now growth is one of the options here. Biological path, I don't really want to go down the biological path, but let's increase that growth speed anyways. At least I should have some of the options available to me. A mining cluster is the mineral cluster is a holographic record. Multi-site, many-edged and translucent. It remains secured in the ISS Arbiter's tractor beam, but our experts will need some time to decode its content. A special project has been issued to expedite this process. Nothing good would come of it. Alright, do we go for very well? So either gain some influence or I actually get a research project here. Let's focus in on that project itself. So holding on. Oh, okay. Right, let's kick up the game speed once again. The ISS storage has become lost, which is a bit of a pity. Probably to do with the fact that some of the other borders have shifted slightly.
System survey complete.
Another one of my governors has leveled up, and we can actually build another wormhole station here. which of course gives us additional terrain to explore. Anything up here yet? No, it doesn't look like it.
System survey complete.
We continue exploring space.
Research complete.
And of course we complete researching stuff as well.
Construction complete.
Additional resources can be revealed. The Patron dust here. Let's go and research that as well. Again, relatively short cycles for getting these researched. Non-aggression pact broken. Ah, interesting. These guys here versus these guys down there. Okay, one of the things I actually do need to do, I need to basically get myself some additional naval capacity. I haven't actually got much at present. So if I look at my planets here, let's first make sure I can again upgrade some of these bits here. So as a mineral rich world. So on this kind of world you typically want to basically focus in on getting something related to mining if possible. Alright, I'm clearing that space already. And I should hopefully shortly be able to allocate some use to that. So this one here, we're going to basically research the biolab there. Should be quite a bit of boosts available for that. Again, I can put a lot more droids into use in the Empire if I wanted to. Not sure how they're treated at the moment. Let's have a look at the actual population. Species. There's no rights that can be set for the droids at the moment. It is a quarter of my population though, approximately. All the droids. It's a fairly significant number, I would say. But again, we need to just keep an eye out for where we can maybe put some additional colonies. At least that's my plan. Okay, this world here. I should now be able to colonize this world here.
Tile blocker cleared.
Colonize it, and let's take that planet into our possession here.
Construction complete. Colonization in progress.
Right, let's have a look. Where can we do in space here? I can build myself some destroyers. Interesting. Destroyer assembly yard. I can go for my engineering. Crew quarters. So there's various upgrades, as you can see, that are available
System
to me.
survey complete.
Ship upkeep reduced. That should be an interesting one to have. Let's then also start building some destroyers. One of the things you do want to do when you're actually looking at the destroyer itself, you want to make sure that, of course, that it's got the latest technology and so forth already on there. And it didn't. So for the time being, I want to make sure that I can basically allocate the relevant bits here. Large mass driver. So the mass driver itself was large. We can basically go for the autocannon. I think if I look at the large one here, that's actually doing less damage than that one. So we do need to replace that with the other one here. And of course down here we want to make sure we set the latest technology in terms of power output on here. Now we do have the afterburner technology, which we can place on here as well. I want to place some armor on here. Plus maybe some deflectors as well.
Research complete.
Okay, so that seems to be enough for the moment being. So we're overriding that design. Just making sure, of course, that is up to speed and up to date. Alright, research was completed here on that mining bit. Impulse thrusters. Interesting one, let's go for it. 60 months
complete.
research time required, but well worth it, I would say. And this again should give us a boost in terms of where we can go to. Get a new entry placed. Research completed here. We can reveal a new resource or we can increase our habitability. Let's go for resource revealing. Short project, 9 months only. But as you can see, these numbers keep on growing and growing and growing. Let's again look at the surface here. I can actually upgrade some of those buildings once again.
System survey complete.
Maybe I should really start investing more
Research
into
complete.
new buildings we're going to put up here. So for example, I can put here the Batarian power plant here. Just because that Batarian is already there, so it will be collected as soon as we build it, basically. Ah, sensor range, or oh, this one is an interesting one. But I can also go for the antimatter reactor. I think I'm going to go for the wormhole containment fields, though. Should increase the range, etc., etc. All
System
our
survey complete.
ships quite nicely. Let's start harvesting some of these resources here. Getting research done here as well. So if I got that other colony ship here as well, and I basically try to move it into orbit of that planet here, it hopefully helps us as well. Having two planets in the same system that are, yeah, just means I'm not going to put too much of an extra burden on the number of controlled systems.
Construction complete.
Okay, another one of our ships was bounced back.
System survey complete.
Science ship here. Let's put it out in there. Have it start researching again. Scanning through systems, etc., etc. I wish they just went outwards instead of inwards.
System survey complete.
Ah, so these guys here declared war on the... So it's these guys here. They declared war upon their northern neighbors there. I'm surprised they haven't declared war upon me instead, but okay. Why complain?
Research complete.
Okay, we completed research. Ooh, good. New resource. Leader lifespan. That's a nice one to have. Means, of course, all my leaders will live longer, which means I need to basically put less points of influence into getting new leaders. Alright, this is my capital world. Let's have a look over here. We're still colonizing that world here. I can, of course, upgrade these space stations here quite easily. I might maybe want to invest more points into upgrading the buildings on the planets as well. Society output is boosted, which is of course a great one to go for. Here I'd love to be able to clear these places. And of course here I want to build myself a mining facility.
Colony established.
A research facility. Fleet order finished. Look at that.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Looky here. Another power output facility there, so power plant. Again, I want to clear some of these here as well.
Construction complete.
Look at that. Look at that. Right, colony ship
System
is waiting
survey
and ready
complete.
here. Ready and waiting. Let's colonize this world as well. And let's invest some more points into
Colonization
our...
in progress.
Oh, why did I not complete
System
this one here?
survey complete.
We need an additional 69 before we can unlock this tradition.
System survey complete.
Just because we just colonized another world, it's going to take us slightly longer now.
Construction complete.
Right. Faith in science. Assist research, increase planet's happiness by 10%. Perfect. So we basically can now unlock an extra one here. So flesh is weak. Robot maintenance will be reduced. So the limits and constraints imposed on us by our feeble organic bodies are simply unacceptable. To reach our full potential, we must turn to cybernetic implants. Robot maintenance cost is reduced, robot build speed is increased. We will prepare a special project to enhance our citizens with cybernetic implants. Wow, yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. Good. I love that picture though. So we now possess both the technology to make advanced cybernetics implants and the means to mass produce them. Medical centers throughout the digital realm are standing by to begin the surgical grafting process on our citizens. In the future, possessing neural implants and at least a rudimentary level of cybernetics will be necessary to function in the technological society we are building. Consequently, the conversion process to install a basic cybernetic suite will be mandatory and free of cost to all of our citizens.
Situation
Cool.
updated.
Now that's a cool one. So that new one here, wow, that's a big one in terms of what it's going to cost us. So it's going to cost us engineering. Now let's first get these impulse thrusters researched properly. And once that's been done, we will then of course be able to then say what it is we want to do next. That is a good one to get. Civic Slot is also a good one. Empire Capital Complex, which is going to increase our administrative path, or at least open it up. Civic Slots, let's go for it. Okay. Got 29 months to go on this one here.
System survey complete.
So again, have a look at these buildings here. We can build more research facilities here.
System survey
Research,
complete.
and over here I want to build a monument. Is that the one to go for? Yeah, probably, but maybe do that over here. Again, lots more options of upgrading buildings here.
Construction complete.
Here we're going to build a power facility.
System
Now, how many
survey
power plants
complete.
have I got on the planet already? I got a few. Let's just make sure I actually
Construction
invest
complete.
the right number of people into the right mix there. Here, this one itself should get a new power plant here as well. So do I want to go for the energy grid though? I can as well, I guess. Here, of course, a research facility. Now, what facilities have I actually got on the planet at the moment that I could potentially have controlled by some of my robots? Food production, for example, anything along those lines could fall in that category. It's not much at the moment, so our boost in terms of mineral output is growing steadily.
System survey complete.
Ah. What was it they wanted to trade? I don't want to get a migration treaty, thank you though. It's nice of you to offer. Let's see about research agreements. Research agreements? One in place? Yep, perfect. So what have I got in terms of numbers here? So I look at my factions here. There was a requirement here for... Actually, I think I met them now, those requirements. Good. We've detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Spring Rain in the Waitar system. Alright, that's again on this side here. And let's actually invest our efforts into getting this colony up and running. Did I put much effort into this colony here yet? Now I have done something on the surface. But really when I'm looking at it, I don't necessarily want to have these here used for the purpose of maintaining these power output facilities. As you can see, we get less energy credit from it, but that's not necessarily saying I shouldn't actually invest in there at all. It's just saying, well, it's not going to be a very, very easy process. Right, one of my governors have upgraded or leveled, I should maybe say. Trade deal was automatically declined, which is unfortunate. Perfect, we got our trade deal there. Migration treaties. I don't want to avoid them as much as I can, really. But I want to basically, of course, place some additional outposts, or at least wormhole generators further afield as well. Now, who's that again? That is Asjagon Kingdom. That's peculiar about them, isn't it? They've got some systems here, but they're really, really scattered about. So they've got little outposts all throughout that sector here. Maybe it's the technology that they use, or maybe it's the kind of worlds that they can actually inhabit. So if I look at these guys, they're birds, and they've got a presence for, or preference I maybe should say, for what kind of world is it that they got a preference for? Do I see that listed here? Nope. I suspect it's a type of world that we have come across before. Anyways, looking at the clock, it's about time for us to call it a day. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm seeing you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.